my time to shine. He got it. Splash. And that will put some gauze on it. They were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
And welcome inside the O-Arena, Rochester, Michigan, to hold the showdown. The Crosstown Showdown tonight. The Rochester schools going at it. Stoney Creek against Rochester Adams. He's Sam Stickday. My name is Chad Bush. Glad you're with us. We'll start with the girls tonight and a little doubleheader action. The boys will await the Highlanders and the Cougars. Stick, great to be here. Basketball at its highest level. Let's start with Stoney Creek. They come out 13-3 right now, second best in the OAA Red. They're flying high under a first-year head coach, Columbus Williams, really one of the talks of Oakland County. This team is really primed for a postseason run.
Yeah, and they got the recipe together. You know, they have the senior leadership, they have the underclassmen that are coming on, and they really just have the team to get them there. Started out the season 10-0, have gone 3-3 in their last 6, but this is the time you want to start turning it on going into the state playoffs.
The Vezai sisters, the twins, and a third sister, a big part of this team. But it all starts with Sarah LaPrairie, the guard and the 4-year player. She's been impressive in her career.
Yeah, her whole career, a 4-year varsity player, you know, just a super leader on the court. You know, she went from a shooting guard, now she's a shooting guard. She was a point guard, so you know she can handle the ball. And we saw her warming up. She's the real deal. You can tell she's got that athleticism in her. And then you hop across who she's going to be going up against tonight. Samantha Blaine, the #1 defender for Rochester Adams. She's going to be guarding. That's really the matchup that I'm most curious to see play out tonight.
Adams 5-13 on the year, having a year that's been a bit of a challenge offensively, but Stick, the defense at times for Joe Malberg has absolutely been sticky and dominating, and it's kept them in a lot of games this year. They've got a chance tonight with that defense.
Yeah, I love it. Usually when we're going over stats, it's points, assists, and rebounds, right? Not with this crew. I mean, you're talking about people averaging 4 steals, 3 steals per game. Usually you don't see that many on the stat sheet. But then, of course, I'm talking about Samantha Blaine doing that, and Lila Tomzak. She's the one, her defense is strong, but they throw 13 people at you. They're well rested at all times, and they're just going to keep bringing the energy and wearing you down.
It's the Crosstown Showdown, and we're glad to have it for you on the PreP. Starting lineups coming up. But first, a word from the head coach in his first year, Columbus Williams. He's next, and we're glad to bring you basketball on a Friday night from the O-Arena. Stick around. We're back after these.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Welcome back to the O-Arena. Time for the Crosstown Showdown, and it all tips off with the Stoney Creek Cougars in the house taking on their crosstown rival, the Adams Highlanders, and we welcome Columbus Williams, the first-year head coach, longtime successful coach in the state of Michigan. And, wow, it's been great getting to know you. Congratulations on the success this year. 13-3 already on the season.
Yes, thank you very much. And thanks for having me on.
You bet. Let's talk about how you've been able to put this thing together so quick. I know the cupboard wasn't bare, and you were clear with that, but to get these girls to play together and to play the way they have this season, and it was so much production on both ends of the court.
Yes.
Tip of the cap to you. How have you been able to do it?
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's just coming in and just bringing in that atmosphere of, hey, we're just going to come work. The biggest thing what you can do as a new-time basketball coach is just say, hey, we're going to play defense and focus on the defense end and let the offense kind of fall through. When I first got the team, I jumped right into it, right into tryouts, and we had a scrimmage that Saturday. And so the offense just kind of flowed. In every game, we added something more, added something more, added something more. And then it allowed me to just kind of see what the girls' strengths were and their weaknesses were, and then allowed me to get back to the drawing board and kind of design an offense that worked for them.
It's a unique combination of some youth, some experience. Yes. It's all blended together nicely. You've got a set of sisters, twins.
Yep.
What should we know about the Vezai twins and sisters.
They're a special group. They're a special family, I will say that. Izzy's my rock, my anchor down low. She's averaging 10 rebounds, 4 or 5 blocks a game, about 8 points a game. She really holds it down for us in the middle. Her twin sister, Abby, she's still developing with everything, but she's definitely a key role player coming off the bench for us, being our 6th, 7th girl coming off the bench, and still come back in with height. So when Izzy comes out, you lose 6'2", but you come back in with about 5'11", 6 foot coming back in. And then the baby sister, Calissa, who I'm extremely excited about, and her growth this year turned into a defensive monster and coming into her own on the offensive end. She's bigger of all the sisters. It's just funny. But with her size, her length, she can guard 1 through 5 and help us out on the perimeter. So it doesn't really affect us when we have different kind of matchups night in and night out.
Let's make things clear. Things start with Sarah LaPrairie, your senior, averaging
Yes.
15 points a game. She's really put it all together for you. I know she means a lot to you in this program, and she's helped sort of mend that bridge for
Yes.
you in your first season. How special is Sarah LaPrairie, the senior guard?
Sarah's a very special girl. I've known her since she's been maybe 8th grade, 9th grade. Been always trying to get her to come play AAU for me. But now being able to coach her senior year, she's definitely has helped kind of piece this thing together for me. And she kind of knew my background and what I like to do and how I like to run and gun and really focus on the defense end. And she kind of helped bring these girls into the fold and say, hey, trust this guy. He knows what he's talking about. And you can only ask that from your senior, from your leader every night in, night out. So very thankful for her.
It was a really fast start for you guys. You got off to a fast start. You've dropped a few now, 2 of the last 3, I believe. Definitely tough competition. How have you been able to keep spirits up with the latest slide, if you will?
Yeah. So we played West Bloomfield, #1 team in the state. Can't do much to them. They're a really good basketball program. Yeah, and he does a good job over there. But then we picked up a game against Country Day. I know Amber over there very well, and it was a good test to just kind of see where we're at. And what they did to us is the pressure. It allowed us to see what a basketball team looked like, because a lot of these girls play other sports and things like that, especially Stoney Creek. So it allowed us to just kind of see where we're at. And then when we went up to Clarkson, they were a little upset with us because we came back from 10 down and beat them. So that slide kind of hurt us, but allowed us to see where we were at as a team and allowed that adversity to go through before we get to March, which is the most important time to play your best basketball. But spirits are still high in the locker room. It was a little weird because we haven't lost. We went 10-0 for the first 10 games, and it just was one of those things that, hey, girls, we're good. One game doesn't mean anything. Teams in the NBA lose 15 games every year, or teams in college. Caitlin Clark, you look what Iowa's doing. They lost 4 games already in a tough Big Ten night in and night out. So you're going to lose games against good teams. But as long as it's good competition, you handle what you have to handle. There's no shame in taking a loss to one of the top premier teams in the state.
We're with Columbus Williams, the fine first-year head coach at Stoney Creek. He's no first-year coach, though, in high school basketball, and he's multi-talented. This is a Division I soccer player in college.
Yes.
At Old Dominion.
Yes, Old Dominion, the Monarchs.
How cool that you're able to have played that sport and yet come here and coach basketball. Tell us about that relationship between the two sports.
So back when I was playing at Mount Clemens, back in 2002, 2001, basketball was everything. That's what you played at Mount Clemens. But soccer was just something that just came naturally to me. And when it got time, it's not like these kids have now with all this social media and all this drive and people like yourself coming out, doing the games and things. It was more so word of mouth, and they were throwing the money at me for soccer, and it just was a sport that I just loved to play. I didn't have to think there. But basketball was always my favorite thing. I've always loved X's and O's. I was always a point guard. Played my freshman year, of course, at Mount Clemens, they all made us play freshman, even though we shouldn't have played freshman. But
the Bathers.
Yes, battling Bathers. But then that sophomore year really got into it, and honestly, I was the floor general on the floor, and I just love doing the X's and O's. I'll even call out some of the plays for the coach and call them out. So I think that translation. Then my dad always make me watch those Bad Boy Pistons and send me tapes in college, like watch this and learn the game the right way.
God bless him.
Yeah.
Taught you well.
So
last question. I want to talk about this fine facility you opened 4 years ago that's really blossoming, doing a great job. The Compound Athletics, talk about all the things that are offered there, obviously basketball skills and much, much more. How has this business really been able to thrive for you?
Oh, it's been great. We opened it up post-COVID. I felt the world had to come back at some point, so we took a gamble on it, and we opened it up with my partner, Paul Tocco, over at Macomb, Dakota.
Sure.
And we've got a partnership with the Pistons. We do a junior Piston program. We focus truly on development. So we do a lot of things. We have our AAU program that's inside of there. We also have an indoor sand pit where we do indoor sand volleyball. We also get a lot of high-level athletes, Division I athletes, overseas pro players that come in and do those workouts. And it just gives an opportunity to find a more private gym that's closed and quiet, where there's not a lot of that outside noise or people trying to bother them for pictures and things like that. And it's just really taken off, to be able to help the community. And that's what, when I moved back home to Michigan, that's what I really wanted to dive into, is to help the community and help the younger kids, because I was blessed to be able to play at a high level. And I know what it takes to get there. So it's a way for me to kind of give back to that community and help those kids out to kind of get out of their situation and out of their neighborhoods and things like that.
Good for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
The well-diversified Columbus Williams. Soccer, basketball, coaching, business. Love it. Keep up the great work, sir. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
All right, we're back with more on the Prep's coverage of Stoney Creek and Adams. It's the Crosstown Showdown. I'm so glad you're with us. We're back with more right after this.
Does your bank make you feel like you belong there? At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Years of playing sports took a toll on my feet. The worst was the tear in my Achilles tendon. I went to fix my feet today, and I've been pain-free for 2 years. I'm back to pickleball 5 days a week. Amazing!
I've been fixing foot pain for decades. Don't give up hope. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
My time to shine. He took over.
He got it. Splash.
And that will put some gauze on it. Thought they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening. Just a good time.
Welcome back to the Arena. It's time for the Crosstown Showdown. And time to meet tonight's starters. He is Sam Stickday. My name is Chad Bush. And here are the starters tonight in this girls game between Stoney Creek and Rochester Adams. We'll meet the starters first for the Stoney Creek Cougars, who are 13-3 under first-year head coach Columbus Williams, 5-2 in the OAA Red, and started off 10-0. They'll start with Faith Conniff at one of the guard spots, along with Merrick Schwalbach, Sarah LaPrairie, Izzy Avezai. She's really the anchor of that defense, 8 and 10 a game, and Callista Avezai, her sister, who just turned 14, 6'2", ninth grader. It's a potent offense, but a suffocating defense where they hang their hat under Columbus Williams. He's assisted by Brandon Karras and Zoran Avezai. Dave LaPrairie also an assistant. Now it's time to meet the crosstown rival, the Adams Highlanders. And the Highlanders look like this under third-year head coach Joe Malberg III. They'll start with Tomczak. Tomczak at one of the guard spots, 6 points, 5 assists a game, high motor kid. At the other guard spot, it's Samantha Blaine, their top player, 10 points a game, all-league player back-to-back seasons. Faith Zoldis is a 5'10 sophomore forward on a sophomore-led club, one of the forwards. Samantha Hawkins, a 5'6 junior, also one of the front court players for the Highlanders. And Bella Guthrie, a 5'8 senior, rounds out the starting five for Joe Malberg III. Sam Putman, Allie Fenton are assistant coaches. Stick, your thoughts on this rivalry game at which the Cougars, you'd think on paper, would be favored, but in a rivalry game, a defensive-led team in Adams, could they pull the upset tonight?
You know, when you're at the cross-down throwdown, anything can happen, Chad. And, you know, with the defense that Rochester Adams plays, they're in every game, right? They're gonna, like I said, they're going to throw 13 people at you, but the skill and the length that Stoney Creeks has is very tough to match. I mean, they got two girls on the court that are 6'2", so it's tough to defend that, and we're going to see how it plays out tonight here at the Arena.
All right, the Cougars in the blue and gold, Adams in white. We're set to go. The tip back to Schwalbach, and here we go. We'll get to see that solid defense of the Highlanders right away, something they pride themselves on, a pack line gap defense under Joe Malberg. We'll see how this offense goes. Right away, a turnover. It's Tomczak with a scoop, a steal, a score, and the foul. And a fast start for the Highlanders.
And that's exactly what we were talking about. They're going to be on the ball defending. You talked about that wall defense, and that time Layla was able to steal the ball and take it all the way, get the contact and the bucket.
Second year on varsity for Layla, a player that's a high-level soccer player, Division I prospect. And she didn't get the freebie to go. Full court pressure we see from Adams, something they like to do.
And this is the matchup you're going to be watching all day long. Blaine on LaPerry.
High ball screen. LaPrairie, a four-year varsity player, heart and soul of this team. Rip drive, Schwalbach, shot rejected, and she couldn't save it out of bounds. I think Hawkins might have got her. And how about the Adams defense early on making a statement?
Yeah, looking good. And how about the all-out effort there to try to save that ball, too? You love to see the intensity early in the first quarter.
Yes, sir. There's the press. Adams breaks it. They said, Stick, they were going to welcome that press. Felt like they could do some things with Blaine the head of it. Pass picked off on the left block. That's high active hands from Schwalbach, the Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, they're going to have to take advantage of that press because, you know, once Stoney Creek gets into their set defense, they're very long and very tough to get down low.
Man-to-man for the most part. Pack line, there's a steal. Guess who? It's Tomczak again. And she blew the bunny. Avezai with a rebound, and that kind of stuns the crowd. Adams had a chance to go up a couple scores, Stick.
Yeah, she had to go up with the left hand, and I think that caused her to miss the bucket a little bit.
Another near steal as the high ball screen is set by Avezai. Shot long, rebound pulled off by Faith Voldis, and we get a whistle and a foul in the backcourt, maybe a frustration foul. It'll go on Merrick Schwalbach, and Columbus Williams going to waste no time going to his bench.
Yeah, Layla Tomczak able to split the defense there, causing them to reach and get a foul. She has been a problem here the first 2 minutes of this game.
See the Highlander faithful showing out. Always love those striped overalls. Do you have a pair of overalls?
Not since my Skids in the 90s.
Skids. What a great reset. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Skids jeans where the cats meow. Kick corner. Good ball movement. Patient set by the Highlanders, leading 2-0. What we expected to be a defensive stalemate for much of it. And this is Tomczak, the sophomore. This team's built for the future. 5 sophomores that play in the rotation. That pass is out of bounds, and the pressure defense from Williams Club flips it back over.
Yeah, you can see the length of Stoney Creek on display. They just take up a lot of space, and it's tough to get that baseline, and a little too hot pass in the corner, a turnover. We're seeing that great defense, as you talked about, and both these teams pride themselves on defense, so they'll be the first to tell you, we want to make it difficult.
Yeah. Adams has had career program highs, 2 lowest point totals given up all year. Corner 3, short, tapped out of bounds, back to Adams. No good from the corner for Jenna Cook, who checked in.
They brought LaPerry across that screen, and she was able to find the open person.
They break the press, easy lay-in. That's Bella Guthrie, the senior, with a lay-in 4-0. Adams on top, and the Cougars are stunned early in the arena. Drive, layup, no, but line right goes LaPrairie, who really does her first thing tonight.
Yeah, and you can tell she's just a pure athlete on the floor. A little hesitation dribble there, able to get it down low. You'll see her stop and go and get it up. You know, she's the one that has to do big things tonight for Stoney Creek, and she has all season long, so it's not something that she's unfamiliar with.
Yep, and she gets the Cougars on the board here at the 4:50 mark. Cougars will have one more here. This is their best player, 15 points a game, 4-year player, splits the pair, rebound over the back, and it's going to be a foul on Avezai. Izzy Avezai went over the back, I believe.
No, they're calling the other number 12 who was boxing out, Bella Guthrie. They're calling her for the box out right there.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, they were both number 12, so when he's calling the foul, I can understand the mistake. But yeah, there's where 6'2" comes in handy, right?
It's nice. Nice to have a couple of them. Kick out, topside, in the paint. They're going to back down Avezai, ripped out of there. How about Zoldis with the defense? And here comes Adams +3 with 4.5 left in the first. 3 ball. In, out, and back in. Faith Zoldis, Splash City. Highlanders 7, Cougars 1.
And that's why she's all league, averaging 8 points a game. She can splash it from anywhere on the court. Ooh, a jump ball. I thought they were going to give her the full strip on that.
All the balls 50-50 going the way of the Adams Highlanders, who will play 13 tonight. That's Kaylee Huffman, who will check in, a 5'7" junior. And they'll also check into the lineup Nadia Hepner, a 5'10" sophomore, another sophomore. Get the theme here. Joe Melberg is building for the future. But so far in this game, 0 of 4 are the Cougars, and Adams is 3 of 4.
Well, and they've been able to do it by beating the press. I mean, 2 of their buckets have come off of easy lay-ins, then you get the 3-pointer, and that's how you got to 7. So you're wondering how long they're going to stay with that press, especially with them being able to throw it over the top.
Right. It's a team that finished 17-7 last year, did the Cougars. That's a travel at midcourt, and a turnover forced with an aggressive trap by Stoney Creek. And a good call by Columbus.
Yeah, Merrick Schwalbach, and there you go. You're not going to stop doing the press when it results in that. You catch them in the corner.
Jenna Cook, she's got that right thumb taped up. Kick out to the freshman, Callista Avezai. Shot no good. Saved by Cook. Open for 3, gives it up. Wide open, takes it this time. Can't get it, ball loose, and a jump ball, and it's going back the other way to the Cougars, who get rewarded for the grit.
And it just seems like they're starting their offense maybe like 2 or 3 feet back from where they want to, behind that 3-point line. And able to get in there, just not quite get the shot they're looking for. Nice inbound play.
Avezai with a nice spin gets the defender up. And she'll go line right and shoot 2 free throws with that 6'2" freshman frame.
Yeah, you mentioned it. She's a freshman, averaging 7 points and 7 rebounds a game. And look at, she's just nice, under control, spin move. They've tried to focal her down on that block a couple times, just haven't been able to come through.
Shot no good. That's the second foul on Zoldis. Highlanders lead by 6. Avezai splits the pair, 7-2, full court pressure. Adams clears again. Into the front court comes Samantha Blaine, looking to get on track. Their best player, 10 points a game. Back out to Tomczak.
She just stepped on the baseline, but Tomczak's a playmaker out there. She's trying to get in the lane. She's trying to pass. She's trying to get all of her teammates involved, and we've seen it already. She's really active on the defensive end.
Sure is. Zoldis will check out. Adams again will shuffle in 13 players tonight. Lob down in the block. Pass too tall. Saved by her teammate. Her sister Izzy had her back. Izzy has it in the block. Izzy scores it in the paint. Her 8-footer rolls home, and the Cougars are on a 4-0 run.
Yeah, beautiful seal down low. She was able to get her defender away from the basket and just able to use her size to get it up and in.
See if the Cougars can't get some turnovers that create the offense. Baseline dribble drive, nice pass. But maybe a little too much English for Kaylee Huffman, who couldn't handle it. And the Cougars force the 4th turnover tonight and get it right back.
There you get a look at that nice seal by Izzy. The defense is going to front you, and you're 6'2". Just catch the ball and put it up.
Yeah, get that ball entry in, and you're home free. Pesky defense at time by Huffman. Ball into La Prairie. She'll take a deep one. No good. How about the save? It's off the knee of Adams and back to Stoney Creek. Thanks to the hustle of Schwalbach.
You know, while she's saving that ball, I'm like, oh gosh, that's a bad. Oh, it's off the other defender. Okay, great effort.
Effort that was rewarded.
That's why you never give up on a play.
Callista Avezai gives it up to La Prairie. Now pressured by Reagan Moore, the 5'3" sophomore.
And we'll see if La Prairie's a little more aggressive.
Rainbow 3, air biscuit out of bounds, and Chris Armani Rose avoiding that pill like the plague.
She shot that thing from the logo. Just feeling it. Heat check.
Yeah, that was from way downtown. The freshman with no fear. Full court pressure. Ball denial. Tomczak clears for the moment, and she sped up and lost it out of bounds. Who touched it last? The Cougars did. Samantha Blaine returns for the Highlanders, the 5'6" senior. 4-sport athlete. For that tough assignment of guarding Sarah La Prairie. So far, she's done a great job on La Prairie, who has just 1 point at the free throw line.
Yeah, she has done a good job, and we just mentioned that they switched defenders on her, but then she comes right back in the ball game. So you're seeing that that's a top priority matchup for Rochester. Good look at the both of them right there.
Just a one-possession game. Ball will go back, and I don't think she needed to do that.
No, she just needed to let it cross the line and then go chase it down, but can't question the effort.
No, great effort. And here come the Cougars, who get it back after the 5th turnover tonight by their rival. Into the post, high post. Dish, scoop, reverse, no good. Huffman with a rebound, and here come the Highlanders. Up to Hepner, and ahead they clear to Moore. This is Reagan Gerald, the 12th Highlander to play. Banker no good, ball out of bounds, back to the Cougars. It went off the hands of Nadia Hepner, and Adams is back to the bench. Layla Tomczak will return, and Huffman will take a seat.
And Rochester's been able to get some decent looks at the basket. They just haven't been able to make them go down, and that's something that their coach was talking about coming into this game. Like, hey, we're almost there. Yep. We're just not getting it in.
So we've gotten those high percentage looks. Pressure defense, turnover force the other way. Down the avenue, rejected. Swatted by Izzy Avezai. Cougars with a 3-on-1. Throw ahead. Avezai lay in no. Addie Allen has her back, and she'll get free throws, 2 of them. Line right, and a chance to cut this Highlander lead to just 1.
But just like it was important for Rochester to get out and run, that's going to be important for Stoney Creek. I mean, look, that's one of the easiest looks they've had at the basket all game long, and they got the athletes to do it. So I would expect them to start pushing it just a little bit more to get some more momentum going.
Yep. That foul was on Moore. First one off, second one's good. Cougars split the pair. 3 of 6 from the stripe tonight. 3-on-2 developing. Right wing pass too strong, out of bounds, and turnover for the Highlanders.
Yeah, Avezai, I think, was able to get her hand on it and tip it off the Rochester Adams player and out of bounds. So it was a great defensive play because they had the numbers.
Adams with a steal. Credit the steal to Reagan Jarrell, the 5'7" sophomore who has it high in the right. Now back to Moore. Now Tomczak to the rack. No. Offensive rebound and a travel after the offensive rebound. Cougars will get a chance to tie or take a lead into the second quarter.
And Stoney Creek's length just bothering Tomczak every time she gets to the rim because, like we said, she's getting there, but once you get amongst those trees, it gets a lot harder.
The Highlanders have held this player LaPrairie without a bucket. Will that remain, and for how long? Dribble drive, hot knife through butter, no. Stick back, Callista, no. Stick back again, third time, no. At the buzzer, thrown away, and that's how the first quarter will end. A quarter that sees the Cougars trailing to the underdog Highlanders in a dandy in the Crosstown Showdown from the O-Arena.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
Joe Malberg, the head coach, and he's in his third year, was previously at Sterling Heights Parkway. He went to Romeo, played his ball, went on to play basketball after that, the next level. Graduated from Wayne State. Over 200 wins between varsity and sub-varsity jobs in boys and girls since 2005. And how about this? Coach is an ordained minister. And he's performed over 27 marriage ceremonies and 2 baptisms. If there's somebody that can bring people together at a high successful rate, it's that man. It's Joe Malberg III, the head coach for the Adams Highlanders.
There's a fun stat line to have, too. 27 marriages, 2 baptisms.
Yeah, and the marriage success rate is high, too, we understand.
I think that's the important part.
That's it. Stats weren't quite available for that, but that's what we heard. Ball out of bounds across the way. Columbus Williams and his staff. Fine staff it is. You'll see the 6'10" Zoran Avezai on his bench, one of the assistants.
Yeah, when he walked in, you're like, that's a basketball player.
Yeah.
That guy.
We call you Stick. He might be Stick Senior.
Yeah, he's the slender man, that's for sure.
Air ball tapped out, touched last by the Cougars. And that one's going to stay with the Adams Club in front of their student section. Ball out of bounds, baseline left. First quarter stats, 50% shooting for Adams. 0.07% shooting for Stoney Creek. 1 of 15. Stick, that's not what this offense does.
No, and that's a credit to the defense, the attacking defense, but also she's got to get going, and that's the way to do it. Get her in the lane, nice assist.
Tie-up jump ball thanks to the sticky-fingered number 5, Layla Tomczak, who's been amongst a mess of defense. And what a defensive performance for the Highlanders right now. 1 of 15 they're holding the Cougars to. 17-footer splash. Sarah LaPrairie, welcome to the arena. How long would it take? That's how long. Tied at 7 aside.
And we'll see if that gets her going, because that was the same play. She just didn't pass it off. She took that short little jump shot right in front of the free throw line. And to a lot of players, that's their comfort zone. They shoot so many free throws. The touch from there never changes. And look, she beats the defender, pulls up in front of the big, trying to attack her. That's great basketball.
Really pretty look. Run a lot of screens for her. Also their best defensive stopper. Jenna Cook across the timeline, 8th man last year, a starter for most of this year. Sarah across the way. Beautiful pass, Cook 3, no. Avezai lay-in, no. And Cook steals it back and saves it to LaPrairie. How about it?
I think if LaPrairie just looked around, she didn't have a defender on her. She could have shot that ball.
Izzy with a miss down low, out of bounds. And Adams has just had an answer for the Avezai girls.
Yeah, if I'm Stoney Creek, I'm telling them to keep the ball high. Don't bring it down, because as soon as you do, Adams has a ton of hands on it.
You're not lying. Also into the game comes Nevaeh Williams, a 5'8" junior. Left hand drive, swatted, out of bounds. Callista Avezai with SWAT City. The former gymnast just turned 14 in October.
My goodness, and a beautiful timing on that. Got up, reached the ball at its peak.
Sarah open for 3, short. And Adams will come out of it. And the throw ahead, Blaine laying good. Adams by 2 with 5:20 left until the break. Right block, layup, missed. Hawkins couldn't hold on to the rebound, and that'll go back to the Cougars. As we get substitutions, Guthrie will check in along with Taylor Fulkerson off that Cougar bench.
Yeah, you see that nice go-ahead pass to Blaine, and able to put it up with her left hand off the glass.
Callista no from the block. Walled up nicely. Tomczak on the hustle and the muscle. Ahead to Sam Blaine for the lay-in. And Columbus Williams has seen enough. He wants timeout in the arena. Highlanders by 4 with 4:50 left, thanks to their defense. And a doozy of a finish for Blaine.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark? I guess. I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
That's Columbus Williams, 1 of 6, and the only boy in his family. And this man played college soccer at Old Dominion. You heard from him in the pregame, but he's done some great things in his coaching career and playing career. Started things at New Haven, and 4 seasons there, did a fabulous job. Also was at Utica Ford and played at Siena Heights for a short while, and the multi-talented Columbus Williams in his first year doing great things. Has Stoney off to a 13-3 start, but stick right now. They're down by 4, and they trail by as many as 6 in this game.
Yeah, they've gotten the offensive rebounds. They've gotten good position like this, and there you go. Now they're able to finally put it in, and that's a little bit of change of pace. Taylor Fulkerson getting a good look down low. And Sarah LaPrairie to the bench for the first time to get some rest.
A raw player in Fulkerson, the 7th man, post player and still developing. They really like the rise of Taylor Fulkerson, the development. Left block pass, left hand layup, good. That's Faith Zoldis. And Zoldis with her 7th point.
Yeah, Zoldis with their points, but Tomczak, again, is the playmaker on that. You know, she's a soccer player. The coach is saying that she can see the court really well, and that's what she does. She creates shots for other players.
3rd assist already for Tomczak.
Go along with what, 3 steals already, too?
That's right. Dribble drive, Fulkerson has someone reach in. That's Samantha Fulkerson. We talked about the Avezai sisters. There's also the Fulkerson sisters on the Stoney Creek side. Samantha, who's a 9th grader, and Taylor, who's a junior.
And that's got to be so fun, not only for the family, but for Coach Columbus too, because you don't have to always teach that communication. You know, they've been playing together on the playground for a long time.
Exactly. Both girls are the first ones back after the miss. Adams clears center court. Dangerous pass, back out, another 3, not this time for Zoldis. Throw ahead, throw away, corner. Tomczak had it ripped away or blocked by Fulkerson again. And a reach-in foul on Tomczak to add insult to injury. And for Tomczak, that'll be her 2nd.
Yeah, Tomczak had a wide open 3. You were about ready to make the call, but she pulled it up and tried to make a little shorter shot and then ran into number 10, Taylor Faulkner, who just has come in this game and asserted her dominance.
Adams will go to their bench. Tomczak will sit. We told you, Coach Joel Malberg, the 3rd place, 13 players. Everybody on that bench. They are without the services of Helen Flores tonight. Pass to the right block and a foul on the floor before any activity. That'll go on Kaylee Huffman. And for Huffman, that'll be her 2nd foul.
Yeah, nice backdoor cut there by Merrick Schwalbach. They were able to find her, but unfortunately a little too much aggressiveness.
Right wing 3 out of bounds. It'll stay here. 3-pointers have been tough to come by for anybody tonight. The teams are a combined 1 of 12. The lone 3-pointer by Adams. Rip drive, left hand lay-in, no, off it's a rebound. Stick back by Taylor Fulkerson. And she'll go line right and try to cut this lead in half.
Yeah, she really comes in, and like we said, she's kind of a raw talent. Only been playing basketball 2 to 3 years, but you can see her impact is felt immediately. She's got a block shot, she's got a bucket down low, and now she's shooting free throws, which she seems to be pretty good at. Ooh, love the sign by the student section. I'm not going to repeat that because I just don't want that to come across weird on air. But
no, but let's at least get to read it.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, okay. The light was funky for these old eyes. Both free throws are good. Lead is cut in half. The Cougars have never led in this game. 2.5 to go. Can Adams hold on and take a lead to the break? This would help. Rainbow long 2. That's a long deuce by Reagan Jarrell, the sophomore, and the lead's back to 4. Mid-post. Banker, no good from Izzy Avezai. How about the defense in the post for Adams? It's created opportunities like this. Corner 3 short. LaPrairie with a rebound.
Yeah, another good look by Adams on that possession.
There's a lost ball and a steal and a push from behind. That's just the first team foul in this quarter by the Cougars.
Bella Guthrie with a little veteran move there, but let's get a nice look at this outlet pass, and boom, right there, 23, knocking it down. The high arch and rainbow shot.
4-point game. Minute 45 left. Adams will see if they run some clock here. Thought about it. 5 out. Rip, drive, kick, corner. 3 on the way. No. Off the mark from Isabel Bass. La Prairie ahead. And I'll wait for her teammates. Dribble drive, pass to the block, thrown away, saved by Avezai. Cougars have just looked out of sorts all night offensively. This is not the offense we've seen and heard about.
Yeah, La Prairie has been very patient. You're waiting for that moment for her to say, okay, I'm just going to start taking over this game.
Just 3 field goals on 27 attempts for the Cougars. There's another steal. Throw ahead. Left hand layup blocked. Taylor Fulkerson, her 3rd block of the game. And it's ball out of bounds, baseline left. Cougars sticking around thanks to that sticky defense.
And that was a vicious block, too. She came full strength across and was able to knock that ball out of bounds. Incredible effort, incredible defensive play. Her second since she got in the game.
Yep. Dribble drive, knocked away, steal by Fulkerson. Taylor. Down by 4, 30 seconds left in the first half. Paint pass, post block right out of bounds. And that's one Izzy Avezai had a clean look at.
You know, I think Stoney Creek is just being a little too sharing with the basketball. Somebody's got to be a little bit selfish and take that open shot when you have it.
La Prairie. No. Stick back. Yes. Count it for Izzy Avezai with 13 seconds left. They cut it to 2. Full court pressure. Throw ahead to Bass. 4 seconds. 3 out of bounds. And Stoney will get it back with less than 2 seconds remaining in this tight one in the Crosstown Showdown.
But that last possession by Stoney Creek is exactly what I'm talking about. Take the shot. You know, it could lead to an offensive rebound and an easy bucket.
1.6 seconds left. Throw ahead picked off. And that's how we'll go to the break. Highlanders in the lead by 2 after 2. From the O-Arena and the Crosstown Showdown. Glad you're with us on the prep. We got one more to go after this, but a great half upcoming. Highlights, stats, and much, much more coming up right after these.
I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, wins.
Storm!
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
From an ordinary idea comes a great journey. It all starts with a simple thought, a vision of something bigger, greater than what already exists. It's that spark that ignites the passion and drive to create something truly amazing. At G-Brand, we understand this journey well. We take pride in the details and perfecting every aspect of the process. regardless of how small or big they may be. Because it's more than just a design or a shirt. It's about outfitting future champions. There's something to be said about a team coming together, each member contributing their unique skills, talents, and ideas. It's that collective effort that takes a simple idea and turns it into something truly great. The process can be excruciating, with countless hours spent tirelessly reviewing every detail. But the end result is pure and so rewarding, knowing that we've created something that will inspire greatness in those who wear it. Whether they come from a savage land or a booming metropolis, whether their numbers are 2 or 2 billion, the greatest their numbers could ever become is truly to become one. That's why at G-Brand, we're more than just a clothing company. We're a movement, a community of like-minded individuals who believe in the power of coming together to make a difference. So join us on this journey as we strive to outfit future champions and inspire greatness in all that we do. G-Brand. Now that's game.
Some highlights from the first half, and it was Adams flashing defense. They got out to a 7-1 lead in the first. Stick, it was the defense doing things, and then this offense found some life too, getting a three-pointer, the only three-pointer in the first half.
Yeah, both teams working really hard on the defensive end. There you see some big block shots by Stoney Creek. And that girl, number 1, she's pretty much had a good game. Samantha Blaine, a couple of quick layups on the breakaway. That kind of put them in the lead. But Stoney Creek hanging in there, coming back in this second quarter. 8 points for each team. And a lot had to do with the defense by that young lady right there, Taylor Fulkerson.
Zoldis with 5 points in this game. She averages 7. It's been a first half that's seen the defenses really shine, Stick, and you can't say enough about what this Adams team has done defensively, holding Stoney Creek to just 4 of 29, especially what they've been able to do undersized in the post defensively.
Yeah, well, that's the one shining thing for Stoney Creek when you're looking at these stat sheets, right? Their offensive rebound, 11-1. So even though they are only shooting 13%, 14% from the floor, they're getting those extra opportunities, and that's what's kept them in the game and only down 2 points. So as much as they're not converting, they're getting their mistakes and hanging on.
A Picasso of a defensive game, 19 combined turnovers, 9 combined assists, and much more telling the story was the defense in this first half. Second half, we'll look for the offenses to heat up, right?
Yeah, looking for the offenses to heat up. And, we talked about it. Sarah LaPrairie really hasn't gotten going. She got a little aggressive there at the end of the second quarter. So we'll see if that continues and leads to those big offensive rebounds and easy putbacks for Stoney Creek.
All right, we're coming back with some highlights, some stats, and we'll have the athletic director of Stoney Creek, Brian Anderson, will join us coming up. Right now, a 2-point game between Adams and Stoney Creek for the Crosstown Showdown. We're the Prep. Thanks for watching. Back after this.
Huron Valley Athletic Complex, where dreams, passion, and hard work create success.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials. not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
Does your bank make you feel like you belong there? At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
(15-13) at the Crosstown Showdown. We're at the Arena in Rochester, Michigan. Glad to be here. We thank the man to my right, Brian Anderson, the athletic director at Stoney Creek, for having us out. Brian, what an event. Thanks for having us. I can tell the energy level's a little different when these two teams get together.
Yeah, no, credit to Adams, man. They came out guns blazing. They're playing great defense. We got to get some shots to fall in the second half, but I'm confident Sarah LaPrairie, Merrick Schwalbach, they'll each end up in double figures.
It's been an outstanding season for your girls basketball program. 13-3 to start under a first-year head coach. I know the cupboard wasn't bare when Columbus came in, but my goodness, what a job he's done so far for you this year. You must be very pleased.
No, Columbus is doing a great job. The girls were they were good players when he walked in. There's no two ways around that. And, they were well coached in the lead up, but he has done a great job just, putting his culture, his system in, and, they've really taken to him, and he's doing a great job.
You look at ahead at the boys, and I know the wins haven't been there as what you wanted, but you feel good about the direction of the program under Jeff in his second year.
100%. Fellow Chippewa, fellow Jay Smith disciple.
Fire up.
So can't go wrong there. Fire up, Chips. But, if you can walk through a practice on a daily basis, even coming off a loss or a tough night, you would not think you're walking into a losing practice. They're great kids. They work hard. They're the kind of kids you want to be around. And, it's just a great group. The wins haven't always come, but they play hard. They like each other. They play hard for each other. And, you give me that, and if the wins come, great. If not, I still love being around you.
What is this rivalry like when you face Rochester and you face Adams? And it's your second year now, so you're starting to get into it a little bit. Talk about the rivalry.
I got a lot of respect for, my fellow athletic directors. And, there's good people on all sides of the rivalry, so I'm not, no bulletin board material too much, but there's that proverbial chip on the shoulder for Stoney Creek, I think. Obviously, we're the youngest of the 3 high schools. I think sometimes, we get looked down on as kind of, the third one, or, a little late to the party sometimes, maybe like the noisy neighbors a little bit, but, And I'm good with that. I'd rather have the chip on my shoulder going all the way back to the Hamtramck days. I'd rather be looked back as the underdog, so it suits me just fine.
Already a state title to your mantle, just your second year. I know last year, spring sport, the girls' soccer team took the title home. It was fun to watch that. How thrilling was it for you to see that?
I've been fortunate to be in sports a long time, from coaching to playing to, now we're in year 7, 8 as the head athletic director. And that was easily the coolest day of my athletics career, and the bar's pretty high. They talk about, treasuring something while you're in the good old days, or however that saying goes. And, that was a season where you knew you're not always going to see something like this. You could tell it was special from week 1 all the way to June 17th when Lily Bosley scores a game winner with a minute to go. And, they're special for a reason. You don't get them every day. But, that was one of the coolest events I've ever been a part of, probably one of the happiest days of my athletic career. And, it was a truly special group of kids.
What is a Brian Anderson imprinted program that you're directing in an athletic department that you're doing a fine job at? But what do you want to leave with your hands on this program, with it remembering you as?
I want them to remember the kids that we put out there. Obviously, you want to win. I always want to win. There's no two ways around that. Sometimes you might not. That's just the breaks of the game in high school sports. You can't predict what your roster is going to be. But I want good citizens. I want kids to play, not just play, but act with confidence. I want them to go into a job interview with confidence. I want them to walk through the hallways with their shoulders back a little bit, smile on their face. I want them to be happy. I want them to be confident. And I want them to look back at their time in high school as not the best 4 years of your life, because if your best 4 years of your life end when you're 18, then we did something wrong. But I want them to look back at high school as a springboard to what ended up being a really great life. So, that's what I would say the goal is, the imprint is, and, just lifelong relationships too. I'm fortunate. One of my former players was what stood up in my wedding, and, if my coaches could have that for them, then that would make me the happiest guy around.
You're doing a fine job. Thanks for having us, Brian. Really appreciate it.
I appreciate it, Chad.
There he is, Brian Anderson, the second-year athletic director, and doing great things for his program. Right now, his girls down by 2. They've had a big season, and we'll see if they can come from behind and get one tonight in a big rivalry against Adams. We're coming back with the second half and much, much more right after this.
Sarah's got this, man. We'll be all right.
My time to shine. He took over. He got it. Splash. And that will put some gauze on it. Thought they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
Welcome back to the Arena. 15-13 Highlanders on top of the Cougars. And Adams came out with a stingy defense, and it's been the story so far in this one. The Cougars have also been stingy. That's their MO under Columbus Williams. But Stick, right now, what can we look forward to in the second half?
Well, if you're Stoney Creek, you want to concentrate on crashing that glass, getting those offensive rebounds, and creating some early baskets for you. And if you're Rochester Adams, those early baskets have been your bread and butter. When you've been able to beat the press and get those layups, that's really been the only time they've been able to score.
3-ball, Splash City. How about it? That's the second of the night for Faith Zoldis. And a quick answer by the Cougars on the run out and the lay-in.
But look at that. Faith hits her shot right off the inbound pass, and then you get another quick hit on the back end. That's how you're going to be able to break both these defenses. Quick shots.
It was Cook with the bucket. Missed shot, throw ahead, pass completed, shot not converted by Callista. And Adams again defending well in the paint.
Yeah, see, once you get in these half-court sets, it makes it so much tougher to try to get a good shot.
It's been a tight one. 7-5, Adams led after 1. 15-3 into the break. 5 quick points. This thing was tough to get a point out of them for a couple minutes to start the game. Second place in the OAA Red are the Cougars of Stoney Creek. They trail only West Bloomfield, who's #1 in the state of Michigan. And a team that they lost to last week. Stoney's lost a little of the mojo. They started 10-0, and they've gone 3-3 since. But Stick, offensively, they've just been lost tonight.
Yeah, I like that beginning to this possession, though. They tried to get La Prairie out in the open on a little run, and there she is being aggressive. That's what needs to happen.
Shot saved, shot stolen, stolen back, and that's going to stick with Adams, who comes out of it clean with Blaine in the ball.
Yeah, but good job by Schwalbach even knocking that away, because if Adams gets that pass off, that is going to be an easy layup and 2 points.
Yep.
So that was a good swat away on the breakaway.
Just 5 of 32 are the Cougars. Adams 8 of 23. 3 ball might have been blocked by Avezai. Either way, Stoney Creek on the run out. 2-on-2, shot up, no, but a foul. And it's Schwalbach again leading the charge. She's been active tonight, Stick.
Yeah, and I think Coach Columbus heard us, and he's doing exactly what we've been asking for early in the shot clock. Be aggressive, create plays while everybody's in motion. Do not let them get set.
The foul will go on Tomczak. That's her 3rd. That's something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, because she has been a difference maker for Rochester Adams. She's filling up the stat sheet all over the place. Steals, assists, points.
Leads them with 4 assists in this game. Free throws are split. 2-point lead for the Highlanders, who've led all the way in this one. Throw ahead, 3-on-2. Shot blocked by one of the Avezai sisters. Take your pick.
It was Izzy. Izzy got in there with that long 6'2 frame and was able to swat that shot. Watch her come in right here and whap.
Good eyes. Adams resets up 2. 5.5 left. Adams' team, just 2 players that really play in the rotation. It's a Stoney team that really has just 2 players that play in the rotation. Both futures are bright. And that's a jump ball. That's a jump ball called. It's going to stay right here.
Samantha Hawkins was not pleased with that call.
It's going the other way, pardon me. No, she wasn't. Stoney Creek could tie or take the lead for the first time tonight. Pass or shot was stolen. And Adams gets a quick stop. 10 turnovers both ways. 3 ball. In and out. Looking for her 3rd triple. Stick back, no. That's off the hands of Hawkins. There's a push from behind, and I don't know what else to call it.
That was a 2-handed shove. That's what you could call it. A little bit of frustration showing right there, and, you know, if you're going to pick up a foul, you better make it worth it.
Yeah, and that's ooh. And Hawkins isn't happy. She got banged up on the previous play and might have been a little frustrated.
Yeah, it was a combination of the players slowing down, momentum, and frustration all going into one.
We'll see if we can't follow the progress of what happened there. But ball out of bounds, sideline left, and tipped out of bounds. Long active hands by the Highlanders, an undersized team playing bigger tonight than what they've played all year. Again, they're coming off a couple games back, their best win of the year, knocking off Troy Athens.
Well, and this girl right there who just picked up the foul, which is questionable, but Blaine has been shutting down La Prairie all game long. We mentioned it earlier in the broadcast that that's the matchup to watch, and it's been dominated by Blaine.
Kick out 3 long, and the pack line defense by Joe Malberg and Adams is working well tonight. Rip, drive, kick, corner, 3, Blaine, no. And a big girl rebound pulled off by Izzy.
Can't speak highly enough about Tomczak's game, though. She'd have about 7 or 8 assists if they were knocking down shots.
She's been a big part of their success. Got to watch it now with 3 fouls. 4 out, 1 in. That one in is going to miss short range. Schwalbach had a great look and missed it. Adams with a little handle action. And a nickel dimer at midcourt, says Joe Roth.
And a kind of Boston cheer from the from the Rochester Adams thankful. I heard him say thank you.
That's the 3rd on Schwalbach. So she'll check out, and they're going to have to go get her. And they'll check in Addie Allen, the reserve guard. Tomczak gets it in the corner. Patient as Hepner is 2-team. 3-ball blocked. That's blocked by Izzy, out of bounds, back to the Cougars. Oh, the length, causing all kinds of trouble.
Yeah, Regan Gerald had a shot at it in warm-up. She was kind of knocking those down, but yeah, that definitely got tipped.
Full court pressure, Adams, they've been good at this. There's the trap, there's the look ahead. Allen finds the right player. This is Jenna Cook. Cook misses, Izzy couldn't grab it. Addie Allen can, miss the shot. Allen will try it again, money ball no. And how about Adams and the stops defensively? Joe Malberg said we got to get him 1 shot and out. That hasn't always worked, Stick. But at the end of the day, they've cleared the zone scot-free on most trips.
Yeah, I mean, the offensive rebounding is surely slanted towards Stoney Creek, but they just cannot seem to put the ball back in. And those are wide open looks. You're seeing seals so they can get wide open jump shots. You're seeing nice rebounds to get layups. They just can't seem to find the bucket tonight.
Yeah.
Ooh.
How about that little floater banker? No. Izzy brought it down, and that is a tie-up. And that will stay with Adams.
But you said it, Chad. She brought it down. When you're 6'2" and you're on the floor with a bunch of people that are 5'6", 5'8", you keep that ball high and just outlet pass it and look down the court.
Mm-hmm. Nifty pass, too nifty with too much English. And that's going to go back to the Cougars as that jump ball arrow's been hot tonight.
Yeah, but Taylor Fulkerson checking back in the game. She's been a difference maker and fun to watch. You see her get on the floor there to save the possession.
So, hot pass. Cooper picks it up. Cook, rather. Top side, 3, no. And the Cougars are just so out of sorts right now. 39 shots and just 5 makes in this game.
But they're only down 2. That's the thing. Like, you know, as bad as they are playing, and they'll tell you they're not playing their best basketball right now, but they're only down 2 points. And it's because of their defense. That's what's keeping them in it.
Around the Rosie they go. The Cougars flashing a little zone. Switch on everything. They got caught in a switch there, and it didn't burn them. Vezai with a big girl rebound. And here come the Cougars, who could tie or, dare I say, take their first lead of the night.
This is the girl that's going to do it for you.
La Prairie, the rip, drive, shot, no, but a foul. That'll send Sarah Line left, looking for her 4th and 5th points tonight.
But that's what she has to do, be aggressive like that. You have the strength to get by your defender, force them to foul you and go to the line. It's tough shooting out there right now. Take these free throws and cash in on them.
That's 3 players now with 3 fouls. That foul was on number 3, Huffman. The threes are wild in the arena. The boys are getting loose. The Highlander boys in the corner. Free throws are split. La Prairie has 4 and has tied 2 other teammates for the team high, Izzy and Fulkerson. Dead spot left, long three, no. Offensive rebound, stick back, no, but a foul. All over the offensive glass.
And that's really the first time they've asserted themselves on the offensive glass. A short shot there leads to that rebound, and Nadia Hepner able to get it and put it back up. But yeah, that's huge. I mean, Stoney Creek has been doing it to them all day long with those offensive rebounds.
It's just the second free throw of the ball game for Adams. And they've now missed them both. We'll take a timeout and step aside with them. With 1:41 to go in this third quarter, it's a nail-biter. It's tight. Don't you dare go anywhere. We're coming back to the arena right after this.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
Ah, yes, the Cougars. The newest of the Rochester schools, 5-2 in this league. They're second best, 1,500 students. Most recently won a district title back in 2021. You might remember Brittany Nelson from 2008, four-time All-Leaguer, All-Stater senior year, a captain, and a Marine Distinguished Female Athlete of the Year. Played at Valdosta State, and she's currently doing great things down in Texas, teaching, coaching basketball. Highlanders looking to go up by 2. No good on the free throw. And a basket by the Cougars would give them their first lead with 90 seconds left. It's been an unsettling offense tonight. But the Cougars know they have time. Been in a bit of a late season rut. But it's a strong sisterhood. And even in losses, they brought it in and they bought into the family aspect. And the camaraderie's been there all year, says Columbus Williams. Rip, drive, and we've got a foul before the shot. It's on the floor. The shot doesn't count. They'll get Nadia Hepner with a foul. That'll be her second.
Yeah, you see Izzy just using her size, getting to the baseline there and just forcing the action. That's the thing. That we need them to be more aggressive. And are they counting the shot? Or is that 5
they
fouls?
They are counting that shot. Wow. All right.
So an and one.
It's an and one for the Cougars. This is the WNBA all of a sudden. How about the continuation? It was a pretty move. Izzy Avezai gets the hoop in the harm, and the Cougars have their first lead of the night, and they're up 2 with a minute to go in the third.
Well, that's just another example of why you are aggressive. You never know. You can get rewarded like that.
And I'm not saying it was the wrong call. It just wasn't very clear that that was the original call. Did look like a little continuation, but who am I to ruin the fun? Not going to be Davy Downer tonight. Substitution for the Cougars. They will check out Schwalbach. She has 3 fouls. They will check Samantha Fulkerson back in. Reagan Jarrell back out. A show and go by Molly Snook. Jump shot up and good. How about a little Snook to tie it at 20 with 25 seconds left in the third?
Yeah, nice little floater in the lane up over the defender.
Molly making the most of her first minutes of the night. That's tipped out of bounds with 16 and a half left. And Adams will make a quick substitution.
You get a look at Molly's floater in the lane, and you said it, just coming off the bench and hot.
Corner kick. Sarah covered up nicely by Blaine. Nowhere to go. Down low, missed shot. Stick back up and good. That's Izzy Avezai. And a 2-point Cougar lead with 2 seconds left. And the heave at the horn is short. And the Cougars take their first lead of the night to the 4th.
It's been a fun ball game to watch, and here you get a nice look. Some defense, the offensive rebound that has been plaguing Rochester Adams all day. Izzy Avezai doing her thing down low.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
There you see the OAA Red. That's the best conference in Oakland County, and some might say in the state. Stoney Creek is second best. West Bloomfield leads it. They're number 1 in the state of Michigan, 16-1 and 7-0. And there you see the OAA Blue, where Adams resides. And look, they're down in the basement. Troy at top. But they got a win over Troy Athens a couple games ago, Stick. Feeling good about themselves, and look at, they're down just 2 headed to the 4th against a rival they were highly underdogs to stick around in.
Yeah, but the bleeding's starting to happen right now, especially when that lady, La Prairie, gets going and she starts out this 4th quarter like that. But, you know, you look back on the stats from the game so far, 14 offensive rebounds for Stoney Creek. That's what's propelled them into the lead.
Wow. Left wing 3, Splash City. The Cougars had their largest lead of 4, and it was quickly answered, and Columbus Williams wants answers. How about it? The 3rd triple of the ball game, and was that Zoldis again?
Yes.
She has 11, her 3rd triple on 7 tries. She's been that player that stepped up and been that consistent offensive threat.
Yeah, I mean, she's shooting 42% from downtown. I think for the entire game, both teams are averaging maybe about 10%. So, yeah, she's definitely the exception to the rule tonight, knocking down all 3 of her shots.
And all 3 3-pointers in this game for both teams combined.
You always look for that one player to step up, and if you want to upset somebody, that's what needs to happen.
So, Cougars break the press, and the Highlanders get another steal.
Yeah, I thought Avezai could have just turned around and laid that in, but she was trying to look and turn and make a play. Led to a turnover.
10 steals in this game. Izzy with a pick here. To her sister, to the left block, to the SWAT house. But a foul was called. And, well, Samantha Hawkins doesn't love the call. Neither does Faith Zoldis.
Yeah, she said that's all ball. I got that with my left hand. No faith in that call.
I really like what you did there.
See that?
Well done. The lead is increased by 1 thanks to Merrick Schwalbach, known as the Swiss Army knife from her coach, who raved about her abilities to do so many things and to do them so well. Splits the pair, fight for the rebound, jump ball, and it's going back to Adams with a tie-up.
Man, the amount of jump balls I feel that we've had in this game has been wild.
10? I mean, it's been a high amount. That one stripped out of there by Cook. Throw ahead to Sarah La Prairie, and she gets hammered to the floor for the foul. 2 shots coming, and the Cougars with a chance to match their largest lead as La Prairie gets loose here.
Yeah, and Samantha Hawkins again, making sure she's getting her money's worth on her fouls. Those are scary fouls too, hitting someone in the back when they're running full speed.
Yeah, they are. Can't say enough about LaPrairie, the leader. Such a great shooter. He's been around for 4 years. Has shifted to the 2-guard this year for the better of the team. They run this offense around her. Despite her slow start, she stepped up here in the 4th and has her team up by 4. Rip, drive, shot up, no. That's, guess who, Zoldis. He's been very active in this game.
Yeah, Zoldis feels like she's just kind of taking the entire weight, putting it on her shoulder, and here with a nice drive, just going right into the defense. She's forcing the action.
That's 4 fouls now for Schwalbach. Free throw up and no good. 0 of 4 from the free throw line are the Highlanders in this game.
The mascot getting in there trying to make her miss free throws. That's distracting, I'm telling you that much.
Oh, yeah. The Cougar with some good bunnies. Zoldis, just a sophomore, last year's a freshman, put up 8 points. Was all league. And what do we have here?
We have max effort going on by Samantha Blaine going after that offensive rebound, and she got grabbed trying to get it. Otherwise, she would have secured it, but she beat out 3 defenders to get that ball. Look at right here. Amongst 3 defenders, able to cause the chaos.
Can tell it's a rivalry game. Can tell it means a little more. Hook shot, Glasser, no good. Rebound pulled off by Jenna Cook. We'll back it out and avoid the double team to settle it in. Schwalbach kick out. LaPrairie for 3, no. There was contact, but no call. Cougars by 4, matching their largest lead with 6 to go. Stick around for the boys varsity after this one. Adams and Stoney Creek. Adams coming off their best win of the year against Ferndale this past week. Left hand floater, no good. Ball loose, scraped up by Schwalbach, playing with 4 fouls. Merrick on the run, 3-on-2. LaPrairie laying good on a fresh feed and a sharing of the sugar from Schwalbach.
Yes.
Timeout on the floor.
Schwalbach able to beat 4 players on the floor. One on 4, breaking it down. Nice bounce pass and finding that girl, LaPrairie, for the easy lay-in. My time to shine. He took over.
He got it. Splash.
And that will put some gauze on it.
Thought they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
The Highlanders from the OAA Blue, 2-5 in the league. Don't let it fool you. They're in a fight tonight with their crosstown rival and holding their end of the bargain up. 2015 grad. How about Amber Jamison? Daughter of the 12-year NFL player George Jamison. Who could forget him? Outside linebacker, one of my favorites. But she went on to play at Northwestern and appeared in almost 100 games. And what a career it was for her. She was a top 10 finalist in that 2008 season as Miss Basketball. But the Highlanders tonight showing out. There you see the Cougar crowd, but what a battle tonight, Stick. It's a 6-point game right now. And this is the largest lead for Stoney Creek. Big possession for Adams.
Yeah, huge possession for Adams.
Ball in the baseline, saved by the Highlanders. Hook shot up, back iron miss. No, Jenna Cook with a board. And we'll see how Stoney Creek handles this possession.
Yeah, now I feel like we're going to actually see how Stoney Creek plays. You know, they're kind of settled in. I know there's only 5 minutes left in the game, but they have a 6-point lead. They can start to run their offense instead of just feeling pressed, which they look like all game long.
They have. They've looked uneasy. Credit the Highlanders for that. Containing the ball, Allen. Kick to the cutter, no. Callista shot back up, no good. But a foul, and back to the line for the Cougars. who are 11 of 17 from the stripe tonight. They've gotten there 12 more times than their opponent.
Well, yeah, they've been dominating the offensive glass, and that's a lot of the reason why. I mean, just look at their rebound totals in general, 32 to 21 on the game. Only 4 offensive rebounds for Rochester Adams.
The foul is on Hawkins. That's her 3rd. Free throw up and good. And that is a double-double. Excuse me, that is not. Her sister's nearing a double-double. Izzy. This is the youngest, the 14-year-old freshman, Callista Avezai. Callista with 2 points tonight has missed some free throws. And a touchdown lead for the Cougars with 4.5 left in this game, Stick.
And this has been their playmaker. Oh my, no, what a block.
That's Izzy Avezai. Clear ahead, Allen Banker, no. And a foul over the back. That'll be the 3rd team foul on the Cougars. That'll go on Addie Allen. And that's her first.
And I think that was just a bit of a frustration foul. She misses the shot, and then, you know what? You're not going to get a run out on me.
Adams around the perimeter. Cougars will switch on everything, and they have held true to that. Tight man-to-man defense. Kick to the right block, layup, good! And a fine feed from Jarrell, and the layup good from Hepner, and that helps.
Yeah, Jarrell with a nice little ball fake to get that baseline wide open. If you can see it here, she ball faked, then a nice bounce pass. And that's the ticket right there if you're Rochester Adams.
Fine play, 5-point game, anybody's game with 4 to go. Want to thank our friends at Papa Romano's and Mr. Pita of Auburn Hills under new ownership. And with over 100 delicious pizza, bread, pita bread, and appetizer combinations, that will be a mouth-watering treat after the game. Come on down and give them a try. Located at 3025 Walton Boulevard in Auburn Hills, and mention the Crosstown Showdown tonight, and you'll get 15% off your order. Ooh. So get right at them. Papa Romano's and Mr. Pita. Auburn Hills location, now serving Mr. Pita. Delicious pitas and pizzas all in one location. Thank you for the pizzas and the bread tonight for feeding our crew.
I'm a sucker for Mr. Pita.
They just do a lot of things well.
Yep.
And they don't slough off in any category.
When Mr. Pita and Papa Romano's got together,
it was a good marriage.
It was.
Yep. It's worked out well. 5-point lead for the Cougars, who once trailed by 6. They once trailed 7-1 in this game. And they did not take their first lead until the mid-third quarter mark. Give and go, right block, knocked away, stolen away, and back. It's going to stay with the Cougars, but not without some nervousness for Columbus's club.
Yeah, you can see he's starting to take a few risks. Samantha Blaine diving in the passing lanes, just trying to create turnovers and get those extra possessions right now.
Izzy Avezai back out to her freshman sister. Back to the sister. Right elbow. Callista and Izzy playing catch.
Yeah, you can tell they're in no hurry right now. They're trying to run this clock down.
No shot clock, of course. Dribble drive, short corner right, floater, no. Callista left it long, but Stoney gets it right back thanks to LaPrairie. And she got fouled on that right wing. That'll be the 4th team foul. Next foul, they will shoot.
Yeah, LaPrairie struggled early in this game. I don't think she had a point on the board until the second quarter, and now she's the only player on Stoney Creek in double digits. So you can tell, scorers score. That's what they do.
And she'll look to score more here as she's fouled. That's the 5th team foul. And of course, the new high school rules this year, 5 fouls in a quarter equal 2 shots, no more 1-and-1. And no more 17 fouls in a half. Free throw up and good for La Prairie. She has 11 now to lead all scorers and tie for the game high. She now has a dirty dozen and is the highest scorer in the building, and the Cougars have their largest lead of 7. 3 ball short. Left short by Blaine, quick shot, and that's what Stoney wanted. They'll milk this thing out a little more perhaps.
Yeah, the one and done is exactly what the doctor ordered for Stoney Creek. You got to hand it to them. They never really lost their poise, even when they were shooting 13% from the floor. They just kept being methodical, running their offense.
They really didn't. Shot from short range is banked off from Schwalbach, and here comes Adams with fresh life. Corner 3, they need it, they got it. Splash City. Reagan Jarrell with a drip and a forced turnover. It's a 4-point game. And the Highlanders get it right back. And look at that student section, the Gold Rush, getting gritty.
And their mascot showed up too. I love mascots, man.
Is that Harry the Highlander?
I believe so. He's got his kilt on. He's ready to rock.
He's got his sideburns sharp. Looks like he did a set of curls or two. Got some. 2:09 left. 4-point game. Thanks to the 3 ball. 4 triples tonight for Adams, none for Stoney Creek. And a reach in, that'll be the 4th team foul. The Cougars had 1 to give. Next time it'll be shots for Adams. That is 5 fouls on the reach in. That's 5 fouls, and Merrick Schwalbach's night is over. She'll go home early and have to watch from the sidelines. No free throws though, non-shooting foul. Next foul will be 2 free throws.
Yeah, that's a big loss too for Stoney Creek. She has played a great game, given all-out effort on both ends of the court, and really made some big plays to get them into the lead after trailing the majority of the game.
So important to their success. Coach calling her the Swiss Army knife. Inbound to Layla Tomczak. Layla kicks to the corner. 3 ball, Blaine, no. Tap out and a reset back to Blaine. And now Tomczak. 100 seconds left. Stoney Creek highly favored in this one. Has trailed most of the game. A 9-5 run in the 3rd quarter. Got them their first lead, and now they force Adams into a boo-boo.
Yeah, that's why the 5 fouls that lead to free throws are so huge, because even on a play like that, that's 30, 40 feet away from the basket, it could cost you 2 points in the end when you were just trying to be aggressive.
That'll put Cook at the line.
She's just automatic. She just caught the ball and shot it. No little ritual, no warm-up or anything. Just catch, 2 dribbles, shot.
Splits the pair, 5-point game. I like it. No thought to it. Fire it. Why not? Rip, drive, Tomczak, dish down low, and a foul down low. And a chance for the Highlanders to cut this to a 1-possession game with 79 seconds left.
And that's what you get. I mean, that looked like a clean block up top, but she might have gotten some body down low by another defender.
Good point.
My goodness, the length of the Vezai girls is absolutely insane, especially since one of them, like you said, is a freshman, number 34, and she's already 6'2".
You look at her father on the bench, Zoran of Vezai. Free throw up and good. And Zoran's, if he's not 6'10", I'm not 6'1".
Yeah, he's every bit of that.
First free throw up and good. Reagan Jarrell, who's played really nice off the bench. A bench that's seen 12 members play tonight for head coach Joe Malberg III in his 3rd year. Free throw's good, 33-30. And we've got a whistle and a foul called. So free throws are coming. Joe Malberg does not like the call.
Yeah, it's not really something you needed to do there, is be that uber aggressive. You know, you're going to hold them to one shot, hopefully, and you still get a shot at that three-pointer, but that's 4 now on Blaine. And she's one of their best defenders, especially on the ball.
It also puts one of their best free throw shooters at the line in La Prairie, who sinks it. Knots them both. She has 14. The Cougars are +5. And we'll take a timeout, our final timeout tonight in the girls' game. Game 1 of the Crosstown Showdown. We're the Prep. Thanks for watching, following, liking, subscribing. Back after this.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 300,000 participants here in Michigan who take part in high school sports.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
If you would subscribe, like, follow on social media, we are The Prep. You're watching on our YouTube channel. If you'd like to email us, info@theprepsports.com. He's Sam Stickday. My name's Chad Bush. Alex Westfall, your executive producer. Glad you're around for a ride tonight on a Friday. 3-ball no, and the Crosstown Showdown is down to its final minute in the girls' game. Game 1 of 2 tonight from the arena.
Yeah, that was a nice look for Blaine. Just couldn't knock down that 3-ball to make it a 1-possession game. Nice backdoor cut.
And La Prairie going to circle back and will get fouled, and she'll go back to the line. Samantha Blaine will pick up her 5th foul. And so now she's out. Things get a little bit tougher for the Highlanders, who led for really 65% of this game.
And she is not happy with the last 2 foul calls, both of them with the player going away from the basket. And she played a great first half on La Prairie. I mean, we were talking about how she had her locked up.
I know that it's a 5-point Cougar lead, but there have to be victories for Adams in this game, Stick, and what they've been able to do defensively.
Yeah, I mean, holding any team to 18% shooting is a victory, but letting up 15 rebounds and giving them, 49 shots to 43, I thought it'd be a lot different, a lot more shots than that. But some free throws, too. 27 free throws to only 7 for Rochester Adams.
Yeah, 17 more free throws made. And obviously the high attempts. 7-point lead, 30 seconds left. Time running out for Adams, but they'll get a chance now with a clock stop to score. They'll go line right and shoot 2 free throws. The foul is on La Prairie, and that's just her first.
Yeah, Tomczak heading to a line. She started out the game intense and hot. She had 5 assists, a couple rebounds, some steals, but could never really find it here in the second half.
Couldn't find it, just not enough. A lot of outside shooting tonight from Zoldis, but she needed some help. Short shot. Stoney has it, and we've got a tie-up. And Adams will keep it, I believe. So they've got life down 6 with 23 seconds left. Columbus Williams wants to check Addie Allen in for Taylor Fulkerson. Now Stony Creek will keep it.
Quick foul there, sending Stony Creek to the line. Yeah, interesting stats, though, when we're looking over at all the statistics that we got going on over here. 13 personal fouls for Stoney Creek, 22. That's a lot of foul action.
Yeah.
But when you play 13 players, you got them to use, right?
Yeah.
And they also did force 10 steals for Rochester Adams.
It was big.
But there's another disparity, too. Blocks. 7 blocks for Stoney Creek and 0 for Adams. That size, it was too much tonight.
Really was. Forcing 14 turnovers, the 15 offensive rebounds that you mentioned. Free throw good there. Cougars by 7. Matching their largest lead. 20 seconds left. On the bounce, this is Snook. Shot no. Cougars have it. And with 10 seconds left, Joe Malberg, his team will keep playing as they have all year. 3 ball, no, and that is that. Stoney Creek wins it. It wasn't ever really easy. Give Adams a lot of credit. They battled to the bitter end, but it's Stoney picking up their 14th win of the year after a second half surge.
Yeah, Stoney Creek was just able to find their offense a little bit more in that second half and use their size and their strength to their advantage. 7 blocked shots and 15 offensive rebounds. That's all about size.
We'll have our G of the game next. Coming up right here on the Prep. Cougars win it by 7 over the Highlanders to close out the girls' victory.
From an ordinary idea comes a great journey. It all starts with a simple thought, a vision of something bigger, greater than what already exists. It's that spark that ignites the passion and drive to create something truly amazing. At G-Brand, we understand this journey well. We take pride in the details and perfecting every aspect of the process, regardless of how small or big they may be. Because it's more than just a design or a shirt. It's about outfitting future champions. There's something to be said about a team coming together, each member contributing their unique skills, talents, and ideas. It's that collective effort that takes a simple idea and turns it into something truly great. The process can be excruciating, with countless hours spent tirelessly reviewing every detail. But the end result is pure and so rewarding, knowing that we've created something that will inspire greatness in those who wear it. Whether they come from a savage land or a booming metropolis, whether their numbers are 2 or 2 billion, the greatest their numbers could ever become is truly to become one. That's why at G-Brand, we're more than just a clothing company. We're a movement, a community of like-minded individuals who believe in the power of coming together to make a difference. So join us on this journey as we strive to outfit future champions and inspire greatness in all that we do. G-Brand. Now that's game.
Welcome back to the Arena. And the first game of the Crosstown Showdown is in the books. And it's a comeback win for the Cougars. And their best player tonight, Sarah LaPrairie, who's done it all for 4 years here in the program. Congratulations on this come from behind win. It wasn't always easy, Sarah. How did you guys, I know you didn't start it the way you wanted, but what was the chat about it second in the half time and also going into the fourth quarter?
Well, we just had to have faith in our team and our bigs, so we knew we had to make layups, get rebounds, take advantage of our height, and then just move the ball as a team because we know that when we move the ball, good things always happen. You
seem to have some control in the paint, trying to make it part of your game and convert easily down low. Your big, Izzy, had a nice finish for you a few times. She had your back. There were a lot of misses tonight, but you guys were active and chasing down loose balls.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
What's this rivalry like against Adams? And you've played in it now 4 times. How does it feel to play against this team? What does it bring out emotion-wise?
Definitely intense. It's a lot of fun, though. I mean, the crowd, it feeds into the game. I mean, just the noise and stuff when you score, it makes it a lot of fun. And then just to win, it's like we're the queen of Rochester. We're the queens of Rochester, so.
What's it like playing for this first-year head coach? You've had to make an adjustment. You guys, 17 wins last year, a strong season, but this year you've come out on fire, 10-0 under Columbus Williams. What's it like to play for Coach?
It's great. He's always open to new ideas. He lets me play my game. He's given me my confidence to do, whatever, use my team. And he pushes us at practice, he pushes us in the games, and it's a lot of fun. I'm glad that I ended with him in my senior season. So. What's
it like playing with 3 sisters, 2 twins, and 2 of them are 6'2"? What's the connection like? Is it fun?
Yeah, it is definitely. They stick up for each other, so it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Well, congratulations on the rivalry win tonight.
Thank
Best
you.
of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you so much.
Had an outstanding season and a great game tonight. Our G of the game, Sarah LaPrairie, the senior star, 4-year varsity player, all-leaguer, and she's looking to move her team on in the MHSAA playoffs coming up in a couple of weeks. Stick and I come back to wrap this thing up from the O-Arena in game 1 of a doubleheader in the Crosstown Showdown right after this.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Some of the highlights from tonight's contest. Again, defense was the theme stick most of tonight, but this offense had its moments, and especially the splash cities coming by way of Faith Zoldis for the Highlanders.
Yeah, Faith Zoldis, she shot it well from the field, but she was really the only one doing it for Rochester Adams like that. You saw some big plays go down like Nadia Hepner right there. But in the end, Stoney Creek was just way too much, able to get those open layups. And then, of course, the free throws. They shot a lot of free throws. We were just talking to Sarah LaPrairie. She was 3 of 11 from the field, but she was 10 of 12 from the free throw line, giving her 16 total points. And overall, just a nice effort by the entire team of Stoney Creek, using their size like we talked about. 37 total rebounds, 15 of them on the offensive side.
Yeah, Avezai Izzy led the way with 12 rebounds, 9 points, 1 point shy of a double-double. And as you mentioned, LaPrairie with clutch free throws down the stretch, finishes 10 of 12 from the free throw line, didn't miss in the second half. She finishes with 16 points, our G of the game. But the defense for Adams was something to carry off and away from this game and take as a positive for what they were able to do. 18% shooting for Stoney Creek. Who offset that with their rebounds. But look, note the Adams defense and what they can do. They can stick around in any game.
Yeah, and you saw it. Every time Stoney Creek brought the ball down on an offensive rebound, there were 8 hands reaching in there, getting that ball, forcing jump balls. Overall, it was a fun game to watch. Both those teams played extremely hard, and a little bit of offense went the way of Stoney Creek, and they got the victory tonight.
25-point second half for Stoney Creek, after just a 13-point output in the first, and they win 38-30 win over their rival Rochester Adams. Stoney improves to 14-3, and Rochester Adams falls to 5-14 on the year. The girls' game is in the books. Coming up next, we've got the Crosstown Showdown, and the boys about to get it on. It's Adams and Stoney Creek going at it from the Arena on a Friday night, the second half of a doubleheader. Thanks for watching. We'll have that game on a separate link. Come on back to the Arena in Rochester right after this. We're the Prep for Sam Stick Day and Alex Westfall, your executive producer. My name's Chad Bush saying so long and good night.